Well, hello there. It's that time again. Yes, it is. It is time for the blog that truly blazes here on this beautiful day of June the 26th of 2016, a lovely Sunday afternoon. And here's a seismic shock. I don't have a tie-dye t-shirt on. Oh my God, is the world going to end? What's going on here? Bob's not wearing a tie-dye. The tie-dye king has taken off his crown. That's okay. Went out for dinner today with some family, had some fun, and once in a while we need to shift the energy a little bit. So here I am in my bright orange shirt instead of a tie-dye. But as usual though, the rest remains the same. We're going to go over the energies of the end of last week's reading, what we got coming up now, and what's going to be lying ahead of us towards the end of the week. So do stay tuned in. It will be a rather interesting ride. That's right. The first card is the last card of last week's reading, and this card was the Knight of Swords. Now the Knight of Swords in readings is a fellow who's very clever, very intelligent, very much like a Gemini, very witty, bit of a dry sense of humor. You may have encountered someone like that. It may have manifested for you as a physical person on the earth. And when I do readings for clients, the court cards, these people cards, work that way. But now for these general readings that we do here for the blog, the people cards are more like states that we tend to go in and out of. You may have found your mind very focused these last few days. You may have found yourself very goal-oriented, very much trying to figure out, okay, where do I want to go? How do I want to get there? This is constructive, very, very positive energy. And we want to strive to maintain that positivity as the week progresses. That's right, the card for the present, what we're coming into now, is the Queen of Swords. Ooh, not the most pleasant card, not the most pleasant lady. She's got a guy's head in one hand, a sword in the other. She looks like she means business, and she does. It's going to be very severe judgment. Now again, this may be somebody you encounter. It's somebody who wants to cut your head off, okay? Because they don't like you or because you cross them or whatever. So you could be on guard against that if that applies to your situation. But more likely than not, we just need to watch our mentality. Watch that we don't get too lofty and too high horse in our thinking, looking down on others, judging them, criticizing them. Because when we point a finger at somebody, there's like, what is it, 3 pointing back at us, all right? Not the best thing. So watch your mind, watch where your mind goes, and don't let it focus on the negative in others. We need to try to accept people as they are and not put too much expectation upon them, because we shouldn't. We shouldn't should on ourselves, we shouldn't should on them, okay? Just let things be. But do watch that mentality and watch against fettering yourself into a corner with your own thinking, as we're going to see in the next card. Yes, the next card now, the one that's going to be for the end of the week, is the Eight of Swords. Attributed to Jupiter and Gemini, it's entitled Interference. Now the interference isn't bad luck. It's not somebody doing us. It's what we do to ourselves, again with our thinking. In the Rider-Waite depiction of this card, it shows a woman standing in the middle of 8 swords. She's got a blindfold on her eyes, she's got binds around her, and there's like 8 swords all around her, forming like a jail. But here's the thing, if she shook her head, her blindfold would fall right off. If she were to flex her shoulders, her binds would fall away, because nobody nodded those either. And there's a path to walk between the swords. But she's not seeing this, so this is all could be just as real as a physical jail. We don't need to be in jail. We don't have to imprison ourselves. We can let ourselves be free. So when negative thoughts arise, replace them with a positive, polar, opposite thought. Instead of thinking, well, maybe I won't have money, focus on having money, having enough, feeling comfortable, being free. Wherever it is you're limiting, wherever your self-limits come up, and you have to monitor yourself to avoid this, you need to correlate that with positive thought and just focus on what you really want instead of avoiding what you don't want. It'll get you a lot further. I promise you that. Now, astrologically, things aren't correlating quite as neatly as usual, but the final moon phase, or I should say moon sign, by around this time next week, is going to be the moon in Gemini. So here we have Jupiter in Gemini in our card, the moon in Gemini, that part correlates. Also, we're going to have a week from tomorrow, on July 4th, a new moon, which I'm going to talk about more next week. So there you go, the blog blazed, you blazed with it. Thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you especially tuning in to me without my tie-dye t-shirt on. Hope you don't reject me. Just kidding. But I love you as you are, and until I see you next week, many, many blessings.